Hello and welcome to City Edition, the City of Bend's video news magazine. I'm Justin Tinestone. Keeping Bend's high-quality dual water source is a priority for the city, and the Bridge Creek Pipeline project is scheduled to begin construction in November. Here are some facts about the project that you might not know.
Well, the water project has scared a lot of people, and we're here. What we want to do is really clear up a lot of misconceptions about the project. A lot of things have been said about the water project which are really flat out wrong. There's been a lot of exaggeration, a lot of misinformation.
There is some belief that our two transmission pipes coming down the hill do not need to be replaced. They do. One pipe is nearly 100 years old, the other one is 50, and both show signs of failing and failure potential.
Any municipal water provider in the nation would probably have already replaced these pipes, and that is what we're doing with taking the old pipes out of the forest and building one pipe under the road so we won't impact the forest anymore, and where it will be protected from any type of natural catastrophic damage.
And the least risky way that we can bring water down that hill is to use a 30-inch pipe and have water flow through it at about between 4 and 5 feet per second.
That pipe actually has an inside diameter of 28 inches, which is replacing two 12-inch pipes. It will slow the velocity of the water down to a much safer level, giving us much longer life out of this pipe.
Some people are saying that the pipeline will harm Tumalo Creek. That's not the case. That's false. Actually, it'll put more water back into the upper reach of Tumalo Creek, more than has ever been there before.
The city's continued use of 18.2 CFS will not preclude full restoration of Tumalo Creek, with the projects planned right now on the books by Tumalo Irrigation District. Their plans call for full restoration of the creek over time, which doesn't impact the city's use of the creek.
In the winter, we use a lot less water because we don't irrigate, and we use a lot less surface water as a result. And with the new pipeline, we'll actually be able to throttle back the flow, which will leave more water in Tumalo Creek.
The U.S. Forest Service doesn't want any type of environmental damage done to our forest, the Deschutes forest. And their conclusion is that from an environmental perspective, this is a good project. They want that pipe replaced. They want to see that pipe underneath Skyliners Road. From their point of view, this is something that's really a step forward for the forest.
Once the decision notice is issued by the Forest Service, they will follow that up with a special use permit, or an SUP, for construction. And upon receiving the special use permit for construction, the city will start breaking ground on the pipeline.
The Bridge Creek Water Supply Project, comprising of both a pipeline and intake, has a project estimate of about $24 million. Almost all of this money has already been raised through increase in rates that have already occurred historically.
So the cost of the project will be paid for by water ratepayers, not by property taxpayers. So the additional $24 million, part of that will be financed, so the impact to ratepayers will be fairly nominal.
The beauty of a dual water source from a water resources manager's perspective is that you've got options, you've got flexibility, you've got adaptability for water quality issues, power shortages, future regulation, as well as power and carbon footprint and power cost escalation. It really gives us the belt and suspenders for long-term water supply reliability. It's the basis for our economy and quality of life.
This project for me is critical to the City of Bend's robustness and continued growth. It's also, to me as an engineer, the right thing to do to improve and replace this aging infrastructure. But even more, I think the city's gone as far as they possibly could go to put this pipe in the right place.
There simply is no better alternative than the current project.